negative. 1 times 72, 2 times 36. This has a lot. 3 times 24, 4 times, what is that, 18? 5 doesn't work. 6 times 12, 7, and 8 times 9. A lot of numbers. Again, use your calculator. 72 divided by 2, 72 divided by 3, 17 divided by 4, and keep going until you're done. Once I get to 8 and 9, I have 9 already, so I know I'm done. Add across. 73, 38, 27, 22, 18, 17. Now, if you saw the 17 right away and you were like, oh, it's 8 and 9, you can jump there. It's fine. I'm just giving you a method, okay? All right, 17. Now, again, the sign is wrong. They both have to be negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. A negative plus a negative is a negative. So negative 8, negative 9. All right. Next one. 5 and 6. Number 5 is x squared minus 8x minus 48. And number 6 is x squared plus 16x minus 36. Pause the video and see if you can figure these out on your own. Okay. All right. Number 5. Now notice this time, what are we multiplying to? We're multiplying to a negative number. We're multiplying to negative 48. We're combining to negative 8. All right. So same process. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 48 and combine to negative 8. So start with just writing down everything that multiplies to 48. Use your calculator. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 48 divided by 3 is 16. 48 divided by 4 is 12. 48 divided by 5 has a decimal. 48 divided by 6 is 8. 48 divided by 7 is a decimal. And now we already have 8, so we're done. Now, we cannot just add across because we are multiplying to a negative number. That means we need one negative. When you multiply to a negative, one of the numbers is negative. So you can just make all the first numbers negative. Okay, make all the first numbers negative. Now we're going to add across. Negative 1 and 48 is 47. And this is actually the reason I say combine, not add. We're really combining the two numbers together. Don't think of it as subtracting or adding. Think of it as combining the two numbers together. Negative 2 and 24 is 22. Negative 3 and 16 is 13. 8 and 2. Now again, what's the issue with the sign? We have 8, but we don't want 8. We want negative 8. So what do? Change the sign of everything. Change the sign of everything. So instead of minus 4, we're going to make it plus 4. Instead of 12, it's negative 12. 4 times negative 12 is negative 48. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. All right, so now our numbers are right. Positive 4, negative 12. All right, number 6. Same process. Are you bored yet? Is this too easy yet? Multiply to negative 36. Combine to positive 16. All right. 1 times 36. 2 times 18. 3 times 12. 4 times 9. And 6 times 6. This is why your multiplication tables are so important. Again, we're multiplying to a negative, so how many negatives do we need? 1. Make each of these negative. Okay? You get 35, 16, 9, 5, and 0. So I have 16. Do I have 16? Yeah. So do I have to change anything? No. These are my correct numbers. There's no signs being messed up. So x minus 2, x plus 18. Okay? All right. Number 7. X squared minus 16x. How do you factor that? Is that a trinomial? It's not. So what do you do if it's not a trinomial? It's a GCF. What do you see everywhere? X. Remember, you take your smaller x. There's no number in front, so you can think of it as 1x if you want, or just x. So we find our GCF, then what do? Divide. Opposite, remember, reverse distributive property. When you distribute, you multiply, so here you divide. X squared divided by x is x, minus. These x's cancel, you're left with 16. Parentheses, x on the outside. Remember, it has to be a product. All of these are multiplying. When parentheses touch, that means multiply. Okay? All right, the last activity, because this is a double day, is this. Let me zoom in on it. So I want you to take some time. Oops, zoom in, not out. And try these 6 problems. I put boxes around them because these can really easily make a mistake. Notice that all the multiplying numbers are the same, but some of them are plus, some of them are minus. One's plus, one's minus. One's plus, one's minus. They look really similar, but their answers are actually very, very different, and that's why I'm giving them to you. All right. So over here, I'm going to write the answers. All right, so number 1, x, what multiplies to 20 and combines to 9? 4 and 5. What multiplies to 20 and subtracts to 8? X minus 10, x plus 2. So that's the answer to number 1 and 2. Look how different your answer is compared to the problem. The problems look so similar. 8 and 9, so close together, 20s, but your answers are so completely different. Okay? All right, look at number 3 and 4, try them. I'll put the answers on the side. Multiplying to 18 and subtracting to 7. That's negative 9 plus 2. Versus number 4, multiplying to 18, adding to 9.